Hello, I am Tim Spector, professor of genetic epidemiology and founder of the Zoe Project on gut health. Today, I want to share something extremely important that many people living with diabetes may not fully understand. Did you know that not all types of meat are harmful to your blood sugar? On the contrary, when chosen and prepared correctly, certain meats can become powerful allies in stabilizing blood sugar, reducing inflammation, supporting weight control, and preventing cardiovascular complications. I completely understand the challenges faced by those with diabetes, from worrying about which foods may spike blood sugar to feeling overwhelmed by conflicting nutritional advice. This video will clear up those misconceptions and provide a clear, science-based guide to help you choose the 7 most suitable types of meat for diabetes management. Stay with me until the end, as I will also share food pairing tips that help maintain long-term blood sugar stability. 1. Skinless chicken breast. Chicken breast is one of the top choices for people with diabetes because it is high in protein but very low in fat. Protein plays a crucial role in slowing the digestion of carbohydrates, helping to prevent sudden spikes in blood sugar after meals. At the same time, protein helps preserve muscle mass, supports metabolism, and reduces prolonged hunger. Another important factor is that skinless chicken breast contains almost no saturated fat. This is especially beneficial for heart health, particularly in people with diabetes who are at high risk for heart disease. To maximize the benefits, you should prepare chicken breast by grilling, steaming, or pan-searing it with a small amount of olive oil. Pairing it with non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, bell peppers, or spinach will create a well-balanced meal that stabilizes blood sugar. A study published in the journal Diabetes Care demonstrated that a diet rich in lean protein can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the average blood sugar marker HbA1c. So if you are looking for a clean, healthy source of protein, make skinless chicken breast a staple in your diet. 2. Salmon. The perfect combination of protein and healthy fat. If you are looking for a type of meat that helps control blood sugar while remaining flavorful and nutritious, salmon is a choice you should not overlook. As one of the fattiest fish rich in omega-3, salmon provides high-quality protein along with outstanding health benefits for people with diabetes. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These compounds have been confirmed in many studies, including research by the American Diabetes Association and published in the journal Diabetes Care, to reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, which is a common complication in type 2 diabetes. When inflammation is reduced, cells are better able to absorb glucose, helping to stabilize blood sugar. Unlike some animal proteins that can slightly raise blood sugar, salmon has a glycemic index close to 0. This means salmon does not raise blood sugar after eating. It also provides steady energy, supports metabolism, and reduces long-term cravings. These are all important factors for people who need to maintain blood sugar within a safe range throughout the day. One special benefit of salmon is its support for heart health. People living with diabetes have a risk of developing heart disease that is 2 to 4 times higher than the general population. Thanks to its ability to lower blood lipids, raise HDL cholesterol, and reduce LDL cholesterol, salmon becomes a strong ally in protecting blood vessels and the heart. You can prepare salmon by grilling it, lightly searing it with extra virgin olive oil, or steaming it with herbs such as dill, lemon, and garlic. Pair salmon with greens like spinach, kale, or steamed cauliflower to create a meal that is low in starch but rich in nutrients. Recommendation: eat salmon or other fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week for optimal benefits. For those with existing heart conditions, consult a doctor about appropriate intake frequency. Remember, choosing the right protein is not just about feeling full. It is a long-term strategy to manage diabetes, reduce inflammation, and protect overall health. 3. Pork tenderloin. A lean protein source that is flexible and easy to manage for blood sugar. Among the red meat options available for people with diabetes, pork tenderloin stands out thanks to its healthy nutritional profile and ability to help maintain stable blood sugar levels. Unlike processed pork, such as sausage or cured meats, pork tenderloin is a lean cut with low saturated fat, free from added sugars and additives. This allows you to enjoy meat without compromising heart health or blood sugar control. Pork tenderloin is a high-quality source of protein that is essential for people with diabetes. It helps preserve muscle mass, supports metabolism, and manages hunger effectively. When your body gets enough protein, carbohydrate absorption slows down, reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes. In particular, protein helps stabilize insulin and supports the body in managing energy efficiently throughout the day. Another big advantage of pork tenderloin is its low fat content, which helps reduce the risk of visceral fat accumulation, a factor directly linked to insulin resistance. Additionally, pork tenderloin contains B vitamins, especially B1, thiamine, and B6, which support glucose metabolism and enhance nervous system function. When it comes to preparation, pork tenderloin is very versatile. You can grill it, pan-sear it, slow cook it, or make it into soup. An ideal suggestion is herb-marinated grilled tenderloin with rosemary, garlic, and black pepper, served with cauliflower, spinach, or zucchini. Avoid deep-fried or breaded dishes, as they significantly increase the amount of carbohydrates and saturated fat, which is not ideal for people with diabetes. Recommended portion: around 90 to 120 grams of cooked pork tenderloin per meal, 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your protein needs. If you follow a low-carb or calorie-controlled diet, this is a food well worth considering. A study from the American Nutrition Institute also found that replacing fatty red meat with lean cuts like pork tenderloin can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and improve HbA1c levels in people with type 2 diabetes. Choosing the right type of meat not only helps you manage blood sugar more effectively, but also contributes to a healthy lifestyle, reduces complications, and improves long-term quality of life. 4. Beef tenderloin, filet mignon. A premium red meat that remains friendly for people with diabetes. When red meat is mentioned, many people with diabetes tend to feel hesitant, fearing an increased risk of heart disease or sudden spikes in blood sugar. However, the key lies in choosing the right cut and preparing it properly. Among red meats, beef tenderloin, also known as filet mignon, is one of the leanest, softest, and most nutrient-dense options suitable for blood sugar management. Filet mignon contains very little fat while providing an abundant source of protein that helps maintain muscle mass, supports metabolism, and stabilizes blood sugar levels. According to multiple studies published in Diabetes Care, incorporating lean protein into meals can slow carbohydrate digestion, thereby reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes. In addition to protein, beef tenderloin is also rich in zinc, iron, and vitamin B12, critical nutrients for people with diabetes. In particular, vitamin B12 helps protect the nervous system from damage caused by prolonged high blood sugar. B12 deficiency is one of the factors that worsen peripheral neuropathy, a common complication in people with type 2 diabetes. However, the most important factor is preparation. Instead of frying or cooking with sugary sauces, use healthier methods like grilling, dry pan searing, or steaming. Pair beef tenderloin with fiber-rich vegetables such as broccoli, kale, or spinach. This makes the meal more balanced and helps stabilize blood sugar while reducing inflammation. Try a meal with filet mignon, pan-seared in extra virgin olive oil with garlic and black pepper, served with mashed cauliflower or roasted zucchini. This meal is not only nutritious, but also low in carbohydrates and heart-friendly. Although beef tenderloin is a better option among red meats, it should still be consumed in moderation, around 1 to 2 times per week. Eating red meat too frequently, even lean cuts, may not be ideal for long-term cardiovascular health unless balanced with plenty of vegetables and plant-based foods. Remember, making smart choices does not mean cutting out all red meat. It means understanding which types are beneficial for you and incorporating them wisely into a scientific lifestyle. 5. Skinless chicken breast, a lean protein source for effective blood sugar control. If you are looking for a type of meat that is easy to include in your daily meals while supporting blood sugar management, skinless chicken breast is an essential choice. This is a lean white meat, fat-free, carbohydrate-free, and especially rich in protein, a key component that slows down sugar absorption and helps you stay full longer. Chicken breast is the leanest part of the chicken. It not only helps manage calorie intake, but also stabilizes blood sugar by slowing down carbohydrate digestion. Numerous studies published in journals such as the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have shown that diets high in lean protein can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of insulin resistance, a key cause of type 2 diabetes. The greatest strength of chicken breast lies in its ability to provide high-quality protein without raising blood lipids or negatively impacting heart health. When prepared correctly, such as by grilling, steaming, or pan-searing with a small amount of olive oil, chicken breast becomes a delicious dish that also helps maintain a healthy weight, a critical factor in long-term diabetes control. Beyond protein, chicken breast also contains vitamin B6, niacin, and selenium, nutrients that support metabolism, strengthen immune function, and reduce inflammation. For people with diabetes, lowering systemic inflammation plays a vital role in preventing vascular and neurological complications. A simple meal suggestion is herb-marinated grilled chicken breast served with steamed vegetables like broccoli, carrots, or spinach. You can also chop the chicken and toss it into a vegetable salad with a bit of olive oil for a quick, healthy, and balanced meal. Recommended intake: 2 to 4 times per week, depending on individual meal plans and physical activity levels. Choose organic or free-range chicken whenever possible to reduce exposure to growth hormones and antibiotics. In summary, skinless chicken breast is not just a clean protein source. It is a core component of a diabetes-friendly diet. The key is to prepare it simply, combine it with green vegetables, and limit refined carbs to maximize the benefits. 6. Turkey and poultry. a lean protein that reduces inflammation and stabilizes blood sugar. Poultry, especially skinless turkey meat, is one of the most recommended lean protein sources for people with diabetes. Not only is it low in saturated fat, turkey is also rich in protein, B vitamins, and minerals such as selenium and zinc. These nutrients help regulate blood sugar and strengthen immune function. A serving of skinless turkey provides high protein content with very few calories, making it ideal for those who are trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight to improve insulin sensitivity. Keeping a healthy weight not only lowers blood sugar, but also reduces the risk of heart disease, a common complication in people with diabetes. Notably, turkey meat is high in niacin, vitamin B3, and vitamin B6. These nutrients support nervous system function, energy metabolism, and help reduce oxidative stress in cells. These are all critical factors for people with diabetes, as prolonged oxidative stress can damage blood vessels and increase the risk of complications. In addition to turkey, you can include other poultry such as lean duck or goose meat after removing the skin. However, be mindful that these options are higher in fat than turkey or regular chicken. When consuming these meats, choose cooking methods such as boiling, steaming, or roasting without oil, and pair them with high-fiber vegetables to help manage overall carbohydrate intake. A suggested meal is herb-roasted turkey served with lightly sautéed zucchini or a mixed vegetable salad tossed with olive oil. For those who enjoy more savory dishes, try a turkey soup with kale, onion, and celery that is both nutritious and easy to digest. Turkey can be included in your meal plan 2 to 3 times per week. Always choose fresh meat over processed options like turkey ham or turkey sausage, as processed meats often contain excess salt and preservatives that may negatively impact blood sugar and heart health. In summary, skinless turkey and other lean poultry are ideal choices for maintaining stable blood sugar, increasing satiety, and reducing inflammation. 3 key elements in healthy living with diabetes. 7. Organ meats. A nutrient-dense solution for people with diabetes who want to optimize metabolic health. When it comes to healthy foods for people with diabetes, organ meats like liver, heart, kidney, or tongue are often overlooked. However, these parts contain extremely high levels of nutrients that help control blood sugar, boost energy, and improve overall health. This is a nutritional secret that experts like myself encourage people with diabetes to discover and use. Organ meats are rich in fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are essential for immune support, vision protection, inflammation reduction, and most importantly, improved blood sugar regulation. For example, vitamin A in liver helps regenerate cells and enhances pancreatic function, the organ responsible for insulin production. Another major benefit is the high amount of vitamin B12 in organ meats. B12 is essential for energy production, nerve support, and the prevention of peripheral neuropathy in people with diabetes. B12 also helps convert carbohydrates into glucose more efficiently, leading to more stable blood sugar levels. In addition, organ meats contain zinc, iron, choline, and various enzymes that support liver function and detoxification. A healthy liver helps filter the blood more effectively and supports lipid and glucose control. This is especially helpful in early stages of metabolic syndrome and fatty liver, 2 common issues in type 2 diabetes. When cooking organ meats, be mindful of their rich flavor and texture. It is best to prepare them with strong spices or sauces such as curry, chili, or tomato. A good recipe is stir-fried chicken liver with onion, turmeric, and wild betel leaf, or a hearty soup made from stewed heart with pumpkin, ginger, and garlic. These meals are both palatable and blood-building. It is best to consume organ meats 1 to 2 times per week. For liver, avoid more than one serving per meal, about 100 grams, as it contains high levels of vitamin A. People with high blood cholesterol should consult a doctor before adding organ meats to their diet. Choose fresh organ meats from clean sources. Avoid frozen or heavily processed products that may contain added salt or preservatives. In conclusion, although not as popular as lean meats or fish, organ meats are the silent heroes of a diabetes-friendly diet. They help replenish minerals, reduce inflammation, and improve overall metabolic function when used correctly and in moderation. I am Tim Spector, and I want to emphasize one important truth. Managing diabetes is not about harsh restrictions or living in fear. It is about understanding your food and listening to your body. As you have just seen, choosing the right type of meat does not only help you feel full longer, it also directly supports blood sugar control, reduces inflammation, improves metabolism, and protects your heart. Whether it is chicken breast, salmon, lean pork, or even organ meats, each choice has its own value when used wisely and paired with non-starchy vegetables, natural herbs, and healthy cooking methods. I understand that for older adults, especially women over 50, changing eating habits can be challenging. But do not worry, you do not have to do it alone. Every small step, every smart meal is a meaningful victory in your journey to prevent complications and live well with diabetes. If you have learned something new today, try applying it in your next meal. Start simple: a grilled piece of salmon, a steamed chicken breast with leafy greens, or just avoiding processed meats. Every change is a step toward lasting health. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us continue sharing practical, science-based knowledge with the community. Which type of meat are you currently using from today's list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to hearing your health journey and walking alongside you every step of the way. See you in the next video. Wishing you good health, peace, and excellent blood sugar control every day.